Hey Flosstube, Ashley here, Buggy Stitcher on YouTube, Schleesem_Buggy Stitcher on Instagram, coming to you guys with my normal Flosstube update. So, lots and lots of stitching. I'll probably be taking a bunch of things out of the frames to show you guys the true amount of stitching that I've gotten done the last couple of weeks. So let's just grab your coffee and let's get into it. Here we go. So, I'll go ahead and start with my newest pattern. This pattern is from New Craft Day. Yeah, newcraftday.com. I just did a stitch with me, and there is the eye that we did together. I just recorded that this morning, so haven't gotten a ton more stitching done on that. So yeah, for those of you who haven't watched my stitch with me or my unboxing video, I got this kit from New Craft Day. They sent it over to me to do a review on it, and here it is. I just started with her eye right here, and I'll go ahead and insert a picture right here. She is, gosh, almost I think she's a 40 by 60, I think. 48 by 58? 48 by 58. Jeez Louise. Anyway, 161 stitches by 234. She's also an 11 count. So she's my newest whip. And she'll be going in on my freebie days. She won't be going in on my normal whip rotation. So there's her. Let's go ahead and do the warrior. That's her. And lots of progress done on her, so I'll go ahead and take her out of the frame really fast. I asked my daughter what she wanted me to stitch on, and of course she picked her warrior, so. Spare needle. Okay. All right, here she be. Threads everywhere. Okay. Alright, what did I do since last talking to you guys? I filled in some more of her upper hair up here. I filled in some more over here. And I started on the background. So, according to the picture, she is basically in a ring of fire. And so I filled in this and some of the orange for the ring of fire. Not a ton done on her, but still a fair bit. She is a 30 by 40. 129 stitches by 173. So she's beautiful. I skipped over here to the background because I wanted to get some more of the background, or some of the background done before leaving it all to the end. So I'm just going to alternate between here and doing some of her hair and then coming back over here, and then I'll start working down, I think. So that's her. I'm just going to start a pile over here, and I'll put this all back together later. So you guys are going to start seeing an accumulated pile. It's fine. All right, and there's her back. Okay, and her clip. Next up we have Harry Potter. So, small little tidbit. I got 2 of my custom Harry Potter kits. However, they are blurry and the printing was not very good on them. So I let the store know, and they're going to reprint them and send them to me. So I was like, yay, I got them early. Oh, I can't work on them. So I'm going to show them to you guys, but that's also why I started working on this Harry Potter one. You know, I mostly just stitched this with my husband, but because I was so disappointed about my other Harry Potter ones, I had to stitch this one. And I also have another Harry Potter castle stuck in transit. It's been stuck since December 5th. It's just sitting there in China. So that will come eventually, which is funny because I ordered that one before I ordered all these other ones, but you know, whatever. Anyway, so my custom ones. So I got the shadow of Severus Snape. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it without the... There we go. So there's that one with the Patronus. And then I got this one. These are both custom kits that I had created. But yeah, too blurry, so I can't stitch those. So now that that little tidbit is over with, here's the Harry Potter that I was working on. Beautiful colors. I'm basically just stitching in the snow in the background. That's basically what most of this pattern is a bunch of snow. And then at the very bottom is the castle. Is the castle, and like the car is over here, but for right now it's just background. Still really pretty though. This one is 14 count, 40 by 60, and also a custom design. All right, next up, I got these at Dollar General. Just saying, kind of amazing. It's like an A4 zip pouch, vinyl zip pouch, but it's, yeah, pretty cool. Oh, all right, guys, gals, everybody, this is my cottage. I've gotten so much done on the cottage these last 2 weeks, so let's go ahead and take it out of the frame. If you follow me on Instagram, you already saw the massive amount of detail, but I did stitch a little bit more after that as well. So, all right, my goal was to try and connect the top with the bottom, and I was successful. Look at that. Oh my gosh, everybody. I am so pleased with how this kit is turning out. It is insane. So I do have this in like selfie mode, so the camera's like looking at me. So this is backwards. This is the top right of the pattern. I normally start everything in the top left, but because the cottage is right here, actually, I've been stitching the cottage right now. Because it's over there, I wanted to get stitching on some of the cottage. So let me see if I can get the hoop out of there. But there it is, and look at that tree. Oh goodness, it felt so good to get everything connected. Yeah. There's the arbor connecting to the cottage. There's still like a little bump there for my hoop that I just took out, but those go away, everybody. Don't worry about it. Those hoop bumps and wrinkles and stuff go away when you wash it and iron it, so it's not a big deal. But this is seriously, so this one, this is going to be one of my main whips. I want to get this finished this next year, so this is my secondary main project, the tree fairy being the first one. So there it is. I'm about almost a third of the way done. Almost. This is a 30 by 40. It's actually a 40 by 50, but once you take out the all the margins, it's actually a 30 by 40. So it's 182 by 139. So yeah, 30 by 40. And I'll show you my back. See, I don't really care about my back, everybody. There's carried threads everywhere. I don't care. It is what it is. All right, so there's that one. That one I had gotten a lot of progress done on, so that was, again, one of my mains. All right, let's do this one. This is the castle. Noachstein. No, Noachstein. Castle. Jeez Louise. I think I'll take this one out too. It's kind of fun to see like the full on view of everything. Making sure I don't have like a needle stuck somewhere. I don't see a needle, which is alarming. I decided to sit on my bed this time. It's more comfy. But if I lose a needle in my bed, big trouble. All right, this one I still have a tiny bit left in the last page. That's okay. All right, Noachstein Castle. Jeez. Oh, and you can see my hoop bump. Go away. Okay, there we go. So this is the top left of the pattern, which is why it like kind of looks backwards. But there she be. I still have this much left. I stitched on this a fair bit the last couple of weeks. Yeah. I'm pleased with how I changed this up. I'm only working 2 columns at a time, going down and then parking over here. And I'm not getting the column lines anymore. So I was playing around with stitching. This is one of my like first projects that I ever had. So you could see column lines in here. I don't know. I think you can. I can when I take like a picture of it when it's a little bit darker. There's column lines in here. But I finally think I figured it out my way. And I'm doing 2 to 3 columns at a time. Going up and down, stitching by block, and then I'm parking in the next page over or the next columns over. And so, yeah, it's completely eliminated my, my column lines that I'm getting stitching 10 stitch. So very pleased. And again, this is the last of the page right here. So, oh, and here comes my son. Hi, Bubba. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I'm doing a video. All right, anyway, so it got rid of the column lines. I'm super happy about it. I'm still trying to finish this page. I have this part left and a tiny bit down here, and then I'm done. So, and that almost gets me to the middle. The castle starts in the middle. So here's the total like width of it. And actually, so I thought this next page would show, or start at the tip of the castle, but it's actually one whole page of sky. And then the castle. So the castle's more like right here, down here. So I'm almost there. So that's my goal. My goal by next year on this is to at least start stitching the castle, the tip of the castle. Don't know if that will happen. That's my goal. Also will remain one of my mains. I think all of these are going to be like my main focuses for 2022. Where's my hoop for this? There it is. A hoop bag. And that's my magnet. Okay, next one is a restart. So I had started this project way early this year. It's my little dragons, and this one is the dragon for my daughter. I originally started these patterns on 18 count. 18 count on a giant piece of fabric, and I had the 2 dragons going on either side. I'd only gotten like 15 stitches done on it though, so I wanted to restart this, and I wanted to do it on 28 count, 10 stitch. So I drew myself like a little arrow so I would know which way was which, because I got a little confused. Let's see. Okay, so I started this one, I restarted it anyway, and then I stitched about 100 stitches and then realized I had the wrong orientation, because I decided this was my first and only project I've ever started in the middle. I wanted to be stitching in the middle since this isn't full coverage. I get really confused. Well, then I got confused because, lo and behold, I didn't know what top and bottom was. So anyway, I pulled out those stitches, and now here's where I'm at. Not very far. Let's see if I can get to focus. Yeah, not very far at all. And this is stitched on 28 count, even weave, Zweigart. It's like a baby blue color. So not very far on this. This was one of my freebie days. Okay. Next up, let's do the swan sitting in front of me, I guess. This next one is the Paladin. Actually, put some of these back in their bags so I don't get too confused when this video is all over with. Okay, next one is the Paladin. Not a ton stitching on her, but I still got a fair bit. Okay, sorry, I have to like take everything off to show you guys. Alright, so I got some more done in her headpiece, in her face, and then I just worked on background this time. It was in a frame, so it's all like wrinkled. And strings everywhere! There we go. Okay, there we go. So I just started stitching in kind of all this background this time. I also started stitching in the rest of her headpiece, her headdress. I still have a couple of stitches in her face to do, specifically like this eye, her nose and lips, and this side of her face, but she's looking pretty good. This is the one I'm stitching with my mom. She picked an Indian woman, and I picked the Paladin. So we just had to, we picked a subject, and it was like a person, had to have a person in it, and so that's what we picked. So there's her. Okay, next up we will do my Christmas piece. So in my last couple of videos I've mentioned that I have a hard time stitching on something if it's not fully kitted up. Well, this is one of them. It's one of my newer patterns. It's my Christmas cottage with the Christmas tree, and it's 14 count, 2 over 1, so 2 threads over 1 stitch, stamped. And most of the colors that I need in the cottage right now are not kitted up. I kitted up half of it. And so every time I pick this up, I kit up like another 2 or 3 colors. And I mean, eventually I'll have it kitted, but all I've gotten done is this right here. So I've stitched in the snow, part of the snow roof, and part of the cabin right here. But that's it. Not very much at all. I love this pattern. I just need to finish kitting it up. So I need to stop being lazy. But there's that one. And just a reminder of what that looks like. It's my Christmas cottage. I can't get too close because these pictures are super blurry. So what I need to do is I need to print actual pictures, like good pictures of the downloaded image, and then print them in color at like a FedEx shop or something. Well, no, I just got color for my printer. I should do that. Alright, next up we're going to do a stitching shelf. So, how I was stitching this originally was diagonally by block. I was getting column lines. I wasn't liking it. It was getting too bulky. And going too slow for me. So I switched it up. I started doing regular diagonal. Didn't like that. Then I started doing regular cross country. Well, that was okay, but I want to be able to stitch this one, the stitching shelf by season. So I want to be able to get from top all the way to bottom. My problem is that this one is like trees, confetti trees, like all the way down in every season is all on the left side, and that's gonna be too much confetti for me. So I decided I'm going to just kind of stitch bulk color all the way down, not full complete columns, but just stitch as much of one color as I could find, like all the way down. And just keep picking a color with like a fair bit of colors on that left side, so that way I can eventually make it to the bottom of the bottom of the complete pattern, which is all the way down here. So that way I can start stitching this by season, because I was really drawn to the different seasons. And I don't like one over the other, so I thought it would be kind of cool to have like a reference point and then just start stitching season, and eventually, you know, they'll all be completed. So my main focus for this was to just start completing all my parked threads, which I've done all but 6 threads for. So here we go. And this one I'll have to scoot closer. So these are my only threads left to stitch in. Everything parked over here is just parked for like a different time. But right now I'm just stitching in 3 column segments until I get these threads filled in or like finished and parked back over here. And as soon as that is done, then I will just start stitching bulk color all the way down. So get my face out of the way. This is stitched 2/1 tent because this is 22 count Hardinger. Again, this is top left, so it's backwards. But I mean, it's looking so good. Look, it matches my lips. Yeah, so good. I really love it. So there's that. Okay, and I think I have one more, and drum roll please. It is the tree fairy. And let me tell you guys, gals, everybody, I've gotten so much done on her. It really shows like monogamous stitchers, like being able to stitch or focus on one thing, you get progress so quickly. I absolutely love it. So see if I can get some of the hoop out of her eyes. There we go. All right, are you ready? Look at her. The wings are just beautiful. Oh my gosh. There she is. So right now, I just switched to stitching her arm and stuff right here. So I'm right here right now. As soon as I get this done, then I'll go to one side and then I'll go to the other. So, actually, no, I lied. I'm doing her arm, this section right here where my hoop is right here. As soon as I get that done, then I'll be coming down here to do some of this 939, which is this yellow. That way I don't leave it all for last because that would be awful. But right here is like here's her knee, I think, and here's her arm. So that's what I'm stitching right now. And let me show you the back because this is my like biggest stamped kit. So you can really see the carried threads. But there she be. She is beautiful. I absolutely love her. I'm very satisfied with this kit. And I think that's it for stitching on what I've stitched on. I do have one haul to show. So this isn't something that I purchased, but I was able to get one of my Christmas presents early. And my husband is a machinist and a welder. And let me show you guys what he made me. So he made these. They're metal. Isn't that amazing? Oh, I absolutely love them. So, it's going to be backwards because I have a selfie mode, but it says Boogie Stitcher on here for my YouTube channel, and they're numbered. So these are thread organizers. They're numbered 1 through 30 on the first one, and then 31 through 60 on the other one. So I have these ones, and then I also have some that I've already kitted up for the fairy. I just got these last night, so I had to show you guys. See? Aren't those awesome? So they were basically, each one is like a set 1 through 60. But the stamp kits this one only comes with 35 colors. And I'm still debating on which one I'm going to put on this kit or the set. But each one of them comes with my YouTube name, the Boogie Stitcher. And then the other one comes with my kids' names on them. So I have, you know, blue for my son and pinkish purple or fuchsia for my daughter. So absolutely love these. Listen. See, they're metal. So he machined the holes and like put a ceramic paint coating on them or got them like finished or whatever. But I absolutely love these. And this is what it looks like all kitted up. Ah! Hi, Peppa. What you doing?
I want some fruit.
All right. Anyway, they're absolutely beautiful. I mean, he did an amazing job. And I love how they have the personal touch of the kids' names and then my YouTube channel. So super awesome. Super, super awesome. And numbered. I don't have to put tape on them and number them like some of my other ones that I have. So super cool. Thank you. That is it. That's all the update that I have for you guys. Like I said, I'm only working on the 10 whips with a couple of freebie days. I will continue to do that. So I guess we could talk about 2022 plans just in case you've missed some of my other videos. I'll go into detail here. So my biggest plan is that I plan on having this tree fairy done end of February. That's my main goal. Excuse me. I plan on getting the cottage done. I want to get the cottage done for 2022. And I would also like to get the warrior finished. If not finished, at least close to being finished. Next year, I don't plan on stitching any gifts for anybody. This is just going to be, yeah, just me. Me. I think I earned it. So, yeah, that's my plan. January through July 1st, I am doing a plan, no new purchases. So if you guys want to join me, great. I'm not really starting a hashtag or anything, but no new purchases from January through July of 2022. That is my 2022 big plan. I still plan on keeping the 10 whips, 2 freebie days. That's working really well for me, and so I want to continue doing that so I can see a ton of progress on my whips that I have right now. And then as soon as I finish one, I'll pop another one in. But yeah, no new purchases. You can still have new starts because I have patterns that I have purchased that I haven't started yet, but I don't want to have any new purchases as far as patterns or kits are concerned. I could still get notions like hoops or whatever. But no new purchases for kits or patterns until July 1st of 2022. So that is what I'm doing. I have a couple other people doing it with me. Super excited. Yeah, we don't need any more. I don't need any more. I mean, we always need more, but we don't need more. You all know what I'm talking about. I will be doing a whip parade for all of my projects that I have, and I'll be doing that in January. I want to get the whole year's progress, so I don't want to do it in December, and because I still have a couple more weeks, and this time of year is really busy for me anyway, so yeah. But that's it. So I hope you all had fun hanging out with me, seeing all my progress. Thanks so much for stopping by. If you're new, welcome. Hope you enjoy my stitching journey. If you're returning, then welcome back, and thank you guys again. Thank you everybody for tuning into my video. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, concerns, want to know something, I'm pretty much an open book when it comes to stitching, so send me a message. I normally reply within 24 hours, most of the time sooner than that. Just depends on time zones and stuff. But hope you all have a great day. Happy stitching. Take care. Bye.